Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
A good evening to you from Grafton on this somewhat warm, actually, Thursday night in North Dakota. We have got EDC hockey coming your way. Devils Lake versus Grafton-Park River here tonight in a game that has some stakes for both of these teams. Have something on the line for Grafton-Park River. A win or a West Fargo overtime win or straight up loss puts Grafton-Park River into the play-in officially, and they would be hosting against West Fargo at this juncture. For Devils Lake, they need to win to avoid the play-in and hold on to sixth place at this moment. So both these teams have something to fight for here tonight and senior night for Grafton-Park River. They have 5 seniors on this roster that they honor tonight. David Jelnick, the senior and captain on the defensive side, as well as Carson Thomas, another blue liner, Andrew Flanders, Trace Anderson, and Drew Suda. Those are your 5 seniors for Grafton-Park River that were honored earlier on the ice tonight, bringing out their families and just enjoying some of the final hockey that they're playing as part of this Spoilers roster. But tonight, Firebirds versus Spoilers on your live event. Thanks for joining us. Josh Boyko with you here this Thursday evening. Time for the starting lineups for Devils Lake. Matthew Grau, Caden McCarthy, Braxton Boline, Thomas Levers, Rylan Swenson, and Weston Strummy. Those are your starters for Devils Lake tonight. Then on the other side for Grafton-Park River, Joey Demers is going to send out this starting lineup. First, they introduced the cheerleaders here, but they will be sending out their starting lineup in a moment. And coming off of a loss earlier on Tuesday, Grafton-Park River is looking to rebound and just get some pucks in the net, get some shots on, and just have some positive offense. In the goal tonight, a sophomore, number 31, goaltending tonight is Ben Schatz. On the blue line, the seniors, they'll pair up David Jelnick and Carson Thomas. And then out coming Andrew Flanders as well. Just the seniors getting honored again here. Trace Anderson and Drew Suda. So those are your starters tonight as they bring out the senior lineup. Andrew Flanders is going to get some time, not a normal rotation player, but he'll get his moment here tonight on senior night. We'll take a break for a national anthem. Puck Drop is next.
Hi, I'm Carson. I'm an engineer with Marvin in Grafton. I think my favorite part about living in this area of North Dakota is the small communities, and there's never really a huge line anywhere. There's Frostfire, a ski resort nearby. There's a dog park for those who want to get out with their furry pals. There's bike trails, there's nature trails, there's the golf course, there's darts. There's just tons of things to do around here. If you like small towns, this is definitely the place to be. Come join me at Marvin in Grafton.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility wants you to enjoy the events in the communities of our area. Here's to living the sweet life. American Crystal Sugar, Drayton.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton for all your spray foam installation needs. Spray foam insulation expands to fill cracks and corners of attics, roofs, and walls, which seals conditioned air in and keeps unconditioned air out. Did you know that spray foam also lowers your energy bills, increases structural strength, and adds sound abatement? Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton at 701-352-3233. It's the Insulation Place in Grafton, your home for all your spray foam and roofing needs.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Welcome back here as we get ready for puck drop from Centennial Center in Grafton. This is your live events coverage of EDC hockey. We'll be keeping track of things on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard tonight. Grafton-Park River will just be trying to put one in net early, get the monkey off their back. That was the game on Tuesday that did not go their way against Grand Forks Central. Just a really talented Knights roster that they were going against. Players to watch in this one. We'll be keeping an eye out for the seniors, of course, for Grafton-Park River. So we'll highlight David Jelnick, the defenseman and captain. He wears that captain patch and the number 10, and in goal tonight, it is Ben Schatz, the sophomore, in for the Spoilers. Kason Twombly's been in net for a large majority of the season, but it is Schatz getting the nod tonight in net, and he's faced with a test from long range right away, and he's able to stand that test. This one chipped towards the blue line, but not all the way out. Battle for the puck at the blue line. It will skip across as Thomas Levers, the junior for Devils Lake, was unable to hold the zone. Soren Olsen battling for it with Jackson Schumacher. As this one squirts all the way out, Den will go the length of the ice off the sidewall, and icing is called. A couple of shots on net for Devils Lake in the first 90 seconds nearly here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. And Ben Schatz able to knock away both of them. On the face-off dot, initially was pretty neutral, it still is, but here's a chance now for Devils Lake after Nash Riggin was able to fully win that one. This one off the right pad of Schatz, and this will bounce the length of the ice. And another whistle coming. Offensive zone draw for Devils Lake. They win the draw clean. This one was deflected out in front. They score. A puck that hops over the shoulder of Schatz on what was seemed to be a positive play initially for Grafton-Park River. This one is slapped off the ground, and it took a weird hop that will trickle into the net, giving a 1-0 advantage to Devils Lake. Offensive zone time paying off, and the face-off win leads to a goal, as we'll get you the information on that goal here shortly. And so the goal goes to the sophomore, number 8, Nash Riggin, with the goal off the assist from Cole Thompson up top. His pass, or it was a shot that got deflected out near the blue line, and it just kind of tailed in towards the middle into traffic. It takes a hop, and the goal goes to Nash Riggin. Grubin wins a puck battle along the wall. Now chip back down to the same exact spot. Soren Olsen's going to try to swing for David Jelnick, but the puck is taken away. Nice stick from Braxton DeVere. Swan trickles through neutral ice. Augie Miller is in after it for Grafton-Park River, fighting along the boards. But Braxton Bolin able to advance this one out. Icing waved off, a slow trickling puck that Trace Anderson's going to pick up. He's coming through neutral ice with some speed, absorbs a hit, and kind of was the one to even deliver it. Playing with some physicality. Trace Anderson, here comes the rush. Cross-firing shot, that one saved away by Matthew Grau. This shot on net from Hayden Volk is saved. Ben Schatz able to make a pretty routine catch on the glove side. Suda's able to win this draw. It's going to go right back where it started. Carson Thomas advancing up for Suda. He goes off the wall looking for C.T. Lee. This one will be sent back in. Austin absorbing a hit along the wall. Moe punches this one out towards the middle of the ice. Collision leads to a loose puck, but Devil's Lake is able to get there and get control. Big time collision along the near side wall with Noah Suda out in front. A chance sliding was Austin to try and protect. Physical game being played to this point. Devils Lake resets, firing from a distance out near the line. Braxton Bolin puts one on net, but Ben Schatz is right there. Offensive zone draw coming for Devils Lake. They'll win it clean. This is how they got that first goal, and a wrist shot fired from distance again by Bolin. It was high up near the face mask of Schatz. He's able to see it well and make the save. In tight, that shot saved off the glove of Schatz. Did a nice job. And down goes Troftgruben, looking for a whistle, nothing coming. No penalties yet in this one with just under 12 minutes remaining in the first period. This one hops by a couple of sticks out to Soren Olsen, threw one on net from distance. Oh, that one nearly snuck through. for Torrin Beneda. A great save by Matthew Grau. This one, a centering pass just out in front of Hognes. Here's some open ice. Shot, save. Nice job, shots. More room to fire, but a lot of traffic out front, and the rebound, they score. Could have been Nash Riggin again. Devils Lake capitalizing on some open ice in the offensive zone, and they've put a second puck in the net in the first period. I thought I saw 8 with Nash Riggin again potentially getting that goal. We'll see in just a moment. And so it was actually 6 getting that goal with Carson Hognes, as Riggin was also in the area, but the goal goes to the junior forward, number 6, Carson Hognes. He puts Devils Lake up by the score of 2-0. Trace Anderson picks up a loose puck in neutral ice, throws it the distance, and a whistle coming. Our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard reads 2-0 in favor of the Firebirds. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. We visit dhb.bank for more information. Head pass, here comes a good physical play. And 2 good checks there from Hayden Volk, and now we do have a penalty coming. See who they grab here. This has been a physically played game. And now a chance for Grafton-Park River to get back within 1 if they can convert on the power play, and it is going to be Hayden Volk, who had picked up an assist on that last goal for Devils Lake. He gets hit with the 2-minute penalty. Draw 1 by Grafton-Park River. Interference is the call. Mo swings, Jelnick, and he almost grazed the post, top right corner there. Mo again to Jelnick, settles the puck down with his stick. Austin makes a man miss. Swings it cross ice. Troftgruben tees it up. Oh, it just missed left. Grade A opportunity there. Down goes Jonathan Preston in the corner. He gets bumped off of it, and a clear coming. Nicely done from Braxton Bowling. Spoilers will try to reset. Troftgruben able to stop it before it got to the blue line. A swing for Austin and a puck that was hard to settle down, skipping towards the wall. Shot on goal, a good wrist shot from David Jelnick, and this one deflected out with a good stick from Weston Strummy, the points leader of the Firebirds. Few good shots, good looks for Grafton-Park River. 30 seconds left for them to try and capitalize on the 2-minute minor for Hayden Volk. Here's Carson Thomas firing, hit the side of the net. This one a ricochet all the way out, but it's handled by Soren Olsen. They'll try to regroup quickly. It's flung back in. But right back out. That'll do it to kill off the power play. Back to even strength as Volk will head to the bench, and coming on fresh is Thomas Connor. And here's some numbers brewing the other way. 2-on-1. Oh, the shot goes just wide from Thomas Connor that time. He tried to keep it himself. Suda almost got out, and it does come out. Offsides is called as it goes off of Connor. This one chipped in to the offensive zone for Devils Lake. Thomas is on it, and he was trying to spring press in, but he couldn't make the move and stick the landing. This one chipped up high in the air. Punched aside, and down went Noah Suda there. He was pinned in neutral ice as that one trickled towards the net. But Grau was able to come out and play it. He's going to stop this one too. Shots on goal, 11-6 in favor of the Firebirds. Offensive zone draw coming for Grafton-Park River. Troftgruben's able to win it straight back, and this one is flicked out of play. There's a clean win. Augie Miller, the sophomore, tried to throw one on net, but it was tipped and elevates out of play. Troftgruben again with a face-off win. And an offsides call. So that one came out and was batted back in, touched by Torin Beneda. Good stick from Jelnik. Spoiler's good at the line. Jelnik will swing for Soren Olsen. Tried to get the deflection out front from Beneda. Jelnik down to a need to play this one. Coming back the other way though, Nash Riggin, the first goal scorer. This one out in front, nearly went to the other goal scorer with Carson Hogness. But Schatz able to see that one. He knocks this one down too. Stick side save. Troftgruben leaking out. They get it to him. He'll put it on distance, and they score! Troftgruben from a sharp angle. The rebound is cleaned up by Augie Miller. That'll bring the Spoilers to within one in the first with 6:01 left to play in the first period. The goal from Augie Miller off the pass. That was a shot on goal from Troftgruben. Deflects right back in a great net run that time from Miller. Numbers brewing back the other way, and a whistle. Firebirds able to control after the draw. Wrist shot coming and went just wide. Turnover in the defensive zone. Good deflection from Austin to recover. That was dangerous. Ahead, tried to spring Anderson that time, but it was knocked away. Cross ice pass goes through the legs of C.T. Lee. And blowing a tire that time was Volk. Here comes Suda and he scores! On senior night, Drew Suda evens it up at 2 on the fast break. He had a great move to get himself in at net front, and he goes 5-hole on Matthew Grau for the second goal for Grafton-Park River. Things changing quickly. In a high-scoring first period, it's 2 apiece. This one, less than a minute after the most recent. Suda gets a nice round of applause here from Centennial Center. Moving in, that shot goes wide from Braxton Bowling. Jelnick's pass is deflected. Mo tried to bring it down in a whistle. This one was played with a high stick. Shots on goal still in favor of Devils Lake, 12-7. But the last couple going in for Grafton-Park River on some good looks. They'll win this face-off. This one will trickle out of the zone and they're offside, so they'll have to tag up. Olsen holds the line. This one was hit out in front. Knocked down by Caden McCarthy. Puck battle along the wall. And a physical play by Jelnick will knock Jackson Schumacher off the puck. Good stick from Troftgruben. This one flung down into offensive zone for the Firebirds, but it'll come right back out. Troftgruben, nice move, but he doesn't have the numbers. He puts it on net with an easy save as everyone else goes off for the change. Grau makes the save and is able to hold. 3:32 left in the first period. This one in the skates of Weston Strummy, who didn't see it. It's been a quiet night for him, but he is the top scorer for this Firebirds team. And it's by a pretty wide margin. Decent numbers back the other way for the Spoilers. Trace Anderson fans on it along the Firebirds bench. Suda was offsides. He wasn't able to touch that one. Wrapped around for Carson Thomas. Now Mo along the wall, but it's played by McCarthy. Preston with some speed, trying to out-hustle Braxton Bolin. And this one swept all the way out. He'll go the distance, and the icing call is made. After a 2-0 Devils Lake lead on goals, first from Nash Riggin, then Carson Hogness. A power play opportunity turned aside for Grafton-Park River, but then they followed up with the most recent 2 goals. Augie Miller on a net run after Troftgruben put a shot on net and deflected right in front for loose change. Mo sweeps one in, and it's blockered away by Grau. And then Drew Suda was able to score the most recent goal. That is kind of our story of the game. It's been a physical game, but just the one penalty. And as I say that, we get a whistle coming here. No penalty. Yes, we do have penalty coming, I think. No, just arm in the air for substitutions. But you're wondering how Grafton-Park River might respond to being down a couple of goals in this first period, especially after how things went on Tuesday. Just looking for any type of positives, but they are able to provide that. Here comes a 3-on-3 brewing briefly. Troftgruben stripped of the puck. It's back out to neutral ice. This one chipped up right alongside the glass here. Soren Olsen, Augie Miller fighting for this puck along with Hayden Volk. Volk trying to get physical, some shoving with Olsen. Troftgruben shrugs off of a hit. Olsen does a nice job getting back defensively to withstand the pressure. Troftgruben creates a loose puck. He'll be first to it. Tried to sweep one on net, but his stick got altered. This one will skip along the side boards, trickling slowly, and gets to the end where icing will be called. 17.4 seconds remain in period number 1. When we get to our intermission break, we'll recap how this first period went and take a look at some of the out-of-town scoreboard stuff with standings implications. There's a shot on net quick there for the Spoilers in exactly 3 seconds, but it's turned away. Another offensive zone draw coming. Another chance off the draw. Suda was too high with that. 3 seconds left, and that will do it for the first period here in Grafton. Devils Lake gets off to the hot start, and Grafton-Park River answers with 2 goals of their own. We will recap it on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard when we come back. It is first intermission here from Grafton.
Hi, I'm Rosa, and I work in production at Marvin. I've been with Marvin 24 years, and I started here not knowing anything. At first, I was really scared, but I have a supervisor that supports me in my lead, and I became a senior department now. My favorite part coming to work is working with the people. I get along with all my coworkers. When I have questions that I might not know, they can help me out. Come join me at Marvin.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast. as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Hi, I'm Carson. I'm an engineer with Marvin in Grafton. I think my favorite part about living in this area of North Dakota is the small communities, and there's never really a huge line anywhere. There's Frostfire, a ski resort nearby. There's a dog park for those who want to get out with their furry pals. There's bike trails, there's nature trails, there's the golf course, there's darts. There's just tons of things to do around here. If you like small towns, this is definitely the place to be. Come join me at Marvin in Grafton.
Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton for all your spray foam insulation needs. Spray foam insulation expands to fill cracks and corners of attics, roofs, and walls, which seals conditioned air in and keeps unconditioned air out. Did you know that spray foam also lowers your energy bills, increases structural strength, and adds sound abatement? Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton at 701-352-3233. It's the Insulation Place in Grafton, your home for all your spray foam and roofing needs.
Let's talk about price. Yeah, we've heard it. Why would I pay more for Polar when Big Wireless is cheaper? Let's break it down. With us, you're not on hold with someone who's 3 states away. Your call goes to Kimberly, or Ashley, or Tamra, someone who lives right here. When your internet's down, we're not mailing you out a box. We're sending a real person, someone that knows your name and probably your dog's name too. So yeah, we're not the cheapest. We're the best experience. Polar Communications.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton for all your spray foam insulation needs. Spray foam insulation expands to fill cracks and corners of attics, roofs, and walls, which seals conditioned air in and keeps unconditioned air out. Did you know that spray foam also lowers your energy bills, increases structural strength, and adds sound abatement? Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton at 701-352-3233. It's the Insulation Place in Grafton, your home for all your spray foam and roofing needs.
First intermission from Grafton tonight as the Firebirds and Spoilers are tied at 2 apiece. Zamboni going around, and we're chipping up ice here. What are we doing? As they get things sorted out with the Zamboni, let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard with some standings implications going on throughout EDC hockey. The one that has the least amount of implications on this game, Grand Forks Central and West Fargo Cheyenne. The Knights find themselves up 2-0 over the Mustangs. Devils Lake is trying to avoid the play-in and hold on to 6th in the standings. They're also only a few points behind Fargo North. They sit 3 points behind North. I don't know that it'll be possible for them to catch the Spartans, but they're just trying to stay ahead of Fargo Shanley right now. And Grand Forks Red River, Fargo North, that matchup at North, the Spartans up 1-0 over Grand Forks Red River. So that's a good showing in the first period, with Red River sitting at 14-5 overall on the year with a positive 52 goal differential. So an impressive start for Fargo North, who this Grafton-Park River team was able to knock off early in the year. Then the one that pertains to both these teams, West Fargo and Shanley, doing battle tonight. Shanley hosting that one, but it is the Packers up 1-0 over the Deacons. And with the Grafton-Park River, there are Shanley fans tonight, because if that game goes to overtime, then that would put Grafton-Park River in the play-in against West Fargo here to host them if they don't come out on top versus the Deacons. So the standing's fairly compact with North, Devils Lake, and Shanley just separated by a few points, and Devils Lake only on top of Shanley by 1, so that makes this game an important one. If the Firebirds were to lose this and Shanley comes back and wins in regulation, that place would swap for 6th and 7th place. Those are your out-of-town scores here from Grafton. We'll take another break on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's 2-2 at first period intermission. We'll be back.
Common doesn't do the extra reps. Common doesn't push the limits. And Common doesn't do all of that before the sun is up. We work harder than anyone else when no one is watching, so that when everyone is watching, we're ready to answer the call. Discover your uncommon side with the North Dakota Army National Guard.
Hi, I'm Rosa, and I work in production at Marvin. I've been with Marvin 24 years, and I started here not knowing anything. At first, I was really scared, but I have a supervisor that supports me and my lead, and I became a senior department now. My favorite part coming to work is working with the people. I get along with all my coworkers. When I have questions and I might not know, they can help me out. Come join me at Marvin.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Hi, I'm Carson. I'm an engineer with Marvin in Grafton. I think my favorite part about living in this area of North Dakota is the small communities, and there's never really a huge line anywhere. There's Frostfire, a ski resort nearby. There's a dog park for those who want to get out with their furry pals. There's bike trails, there's nature trails, there's the golf course, there's darts. There's just tons of things to do around here. If you like small towns, this is definitely the place to be. Come join me at Marvin in Grafton.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility wants you to enjoy the events in the communities of our area. Here's to living the sweet life. American Crystal Sugar, Drayton.
First intermission here from Grafton as we are on your live event tonight for Grafton-Park River versus Devils Lake Hockey. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you, the viewer, tuning in tonight. And, of course, our wonderful sponsors that help us get on the air and do what we do day in and day out. Let's take a look at our stat of the night here. It's the second period for both of these teams. Have not been kind to them. For Devils Lake, they're being outscored by 15 goals this year in the second period, 32-17. And it doesn't get any better on the other side with Grafton-Park River being outscored 37-13 this year in the second period. That is the worst of the three periods for both of these teams in terms of goal differential. So we'll see who can add to the scoreboard tonight and potentially be a big turning point in this game. Could be the second period. We haven't heard much from Weston Strummy, the top scorer for Devils Lake. 36 points, 13 goals, 23 assists on the season. And Noah Troftgruben, the top scorer for Grafton-Park River, he has an assist tonight on the first goal. But those are your top couple of players in this game. And we'll keep an eye on it throughout the rest of the night on our major contributors on who's helping out most here for each respective team. Again, the recap of our scoring so far. Carson Hogness and Nash Riggin each with a goal for Devils Lake. Cole Thompson and Hayden Volk with assists. Augie Miller and Drew Suda each with goals. And an assist for Troftgruben on the Miller goal. We'll take one more quick break here. Just over 3 minutes left in our first period intermission. We'll be right back with a quick word from Joey Demers. Had a chance to catch up with him earlier tonight.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
I've got Joey Demers from Grafton-Park River Hockey here with me, and it's senior night tonight, so take me through just honoring the seniors and what they've brought to this team.
Yeah, so we're going to recognize 5 seniors for this year's team, and yeah, they've all brought something different. It's been just a joy to coach them for the past 3 years, and obviously David Jelnick, our senior captain, he's kind of been our steady Eddie there on the blue line for us for the past few years, and just a good leader on and off the ice for our group. And then Carson Thomas, another defenseman back there for us, logs a lot of minutes. He's one of those players that he can get up and go anytime. You know, he can skate with the puck. He's got good speed. So Carson in the back, and then Drew Suda up front with Trace Anderson, 2 seniors. Again, just workhorses for us. Come to practice every day, give it their all, and then the 5th one, Andrew Flanders. He's a senior defenseman for us as well. He doesn't play a whole lot for us, but he's just been a great teammate and just very, very enjoyable to coach.
Yeah, for sure. And this game does have some standings impact for you guys with playing implications and things like that. So how do you focus on putting this one away?
Yeah, I mean, we got to just elevate our play a little bit here. Last few games have been a little rough for us, so we just need to find some more consistency throughout our lineup. And for us, it's just all about working hard. We got to just keep it simple and play fast, play hard, and make it difficult on our opponents. So it's the second time we're seeing Devils Lake here this year. They got us the first time, so we know what to expect. Devils Lake's a team that works very hard. They make you earn everything. So we're going to have to get to the dirty areas a little bit, get pucks through on this goalie, and get some traffic in front of them.
All right. Sounds like a good plan. Best of luck tonight.
Thanks, Josh.
That's Joey Demers on Your Live Event pregame show.
Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton for all your spray foam installation needs. Spray foam insulation expands to fill cracks and corners of attics, roofs, and walls, which seals conditioned air in and keeps unconditioned air out. Did you know that spray foam also lowers your energy bills, increases structural strength, and adds sound abatement? Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton at 701-352-3233. It's the Insulation Place in Grafton, your home for all your spray foam and roofing needs.
Teams return to the ice for the second period of play from Grafton. 17 minutes back on the clock as we now have another out-of-town scoreboard update. West Fargo has gone up 2-0 on Fargo Shanley. So the Packers in a gotta-have-it game have gone up 2-0 on the Deacons. And again, those out-of-town games are pretty important, with a win for Grafton-Park River or a West Fargo overtime win or any form of loss. That puts Grafton-Park River in the play against West Fargo. That would be hosted here. But the Spoilers do control their own destiny. If they do win this game tonight, none of the out-of-town stuff matters in their eyes, and it becomes much more a pain for Devil's Lake, having to worry about not dipping down. Big time hit. Caden McCarthy delivers the boom. That shot fanned on, though, by Thomas Levers. This has been one of the most physical games we've seen this season as Troftgruben swings to the middle. Jelinek just out of the reach of Torin Beneda, one of two double-digit goal scorers for Joey Demers' team. And a whistle as we cross over the line. Offsides on Devil's Lake. Puck bounces around on the draw. This one will be sprung the length of the floor, wide of the net, so icing is called against the Spoilers. Neither team gonna sub. They have the personnel on that they want. Olsen flips this one ahead for Trace Anderson. He's got some room driving the net. He fires high. Jelinek was able to keep it in. This one, a nice deflection. Getting back, Jelinek, the captain, is able to save an odd man rush. It deflects out of play. Probably the best case scenario for the Spoilers. Exactly 1 minute off the clock in the second period. Face-off won by Devil's Lake. Here's McCarthy. He spins and fires, and it's out of reach of his teammates. Austin will rotate it up to Marcus Moe, driving in, and it loses it, trying to drop it back for Noah Suda. From a wide angle, a rebound. This one will go back behind the net. Carson Thomas racing along with Thomas Connor. This one will go the length of the ice as an icing call is made. Devils Lake gets the first shot on net opportunity in that last offensive zone trip. From the blue line, wrist shot is going to be left of the net from Braxton Boline. Jelnick connects with Troftgruben, who will throw it in. Boline's pass goes off the wall. Soren Olsen is the first to it. Beneda trying to skip it to Troftgruben, but a nice deflection. Here comes Boline stepping in. He fires high off the netting, and a whistle comes to slow play down. Jelnick connects on the spring pass. Beneda is in on the backhand, but he flipped it wide. Beneda back into the zone, but too quickly, as I don't think Augie Miller got tagged up. The offsides call thwarts an opportunity for the Spoilers, but they are very much in this game, of course, with a tie game, and they're doing it without Kason Twomley in net. They put Ben Schatz as their goaltender tonight. He's doing a fantastic job keeping them in this game. Long pass connecting, trying to go Austin to Anderson, but it was intercepted. Here comes Carson Thomas. A whistle is called. Draw will be over by the Firebirds bench. One straight back by Nash Riggin. Poked ahead, foot race for the puck, getting back first and firing off the wall was Jackson Schumacher. Thomas pinned to the boards. Suda pushes it out. This is an odd man rush. Sorry, going back the other way, that was, here comes the odd man rush, the 2-on-1. Stopped first by Schatz, then he got a glove on the second one too. Still pressure on, but Schatz with standing 2 from point blank range. Another one put on him, and he's gonna do the job again, as this one will go off the dasher and slamming down his stick. Carson Hognes frustrated that they couldn't convert. With a couple of good looks, but Ben Schatz doing a great job there in net tonight. And we get a whistle. Whistle, stop play. Might be a penalty coming. No, it doesn't look like it. Thought for a second they were looking at Thomas Connor as he was going over to chat with the nearest official, but we stay even strength. Fight right on the blue line will jar loose. Jelnick sweeping it ahead for Mo, trying to untie his stick. Olsen's pass, dangerous, nearly intercepted. Jelinek will fire it on net and get the wholesale change. Stolen by Troftgruben. Works in on the backhand and he scores. A turnover in the zone, in the defensive zone for Devils Lake, and Noah Troftgruben with the pick six. He houses that one. And the last 3 goals have gone the way of Grafton-Park River. How about that? Noah Troftgruben, the leading scorer for the Spoilers, and he comes up big. The junior puts the Spoilers on top. Big time hit as down goes Beneda. And now another penalty coming against Devils Lake, and it's again Hayden Volk delivering a massive hit on Torin Beneda, who had no idea it was coming. So a 2-minute minor, and back on the man advantage go the Spoilers, so who are 0 for 1 on the power play tonight, but it did kind of open things up for them, where they scored those 2 goals shortly after. Grafton-Park River has 9 power play goals on the season. They score on the power play 1 out of every 5 times this season. Jelinek chipping it ahead for Ossend. Back to Jelinek as the pressure is extended by Devils Lake, trying to create something maybe shorthanded. Troftgruben fires, it's blockered away by Matthew Grau. Troftgruben again, he'll swing. That one blocked, the stick is shattered. Ossend was able to get a hand on it, short-handed back the other way. Ossend with the fresh stick in hand, crosses the line, 3-on-3, puts it on net, it whistles by. Chipped out towards the middle of the ice, advanced ahead by Cole Thompson. And the Spoilers didn't really play that one too aggressively. Nearly allowed a chance for Weston Strummy, not a guy that you want to allow too many chances to. Thomas swings for Troftgruben, avoiding the debris. Jelinek tried to go back to the center. This one still behind the net, 20 seconds left on the power play. It hits the broken stick, and this one will be sent out of the zone. Moe will retrieve it and pivot course, but that will just about do it for the power play. One last push. Back to even strength. Moe gets tied up trying to move in. Now numbers back the other way, and looked like too many men on the ice. Some confusion on the switch there, and they will send Cole Thompson in to the penalty box. So right after killing the penalty off on the second Volk minor, Thompson ends up right back in there, putting the Spoilers back on the man advantage. That is indeed the case. Too many men on the ice. Here's Suda already with a goal tonight. And another whistle coming. As the goal came undone. I'll get it back stabilized. Big draw coming, and it's won by the Firebirds, but they can't get it out. Droftgruben from his strong side was unable to put that one past Grau. Droftgruben swings. Austin centers a deflection from Jonathan Presting. This one sent all the way out. 2 shots, the length of the floor. The ice, rather. And down goes Austin on some contact. And a penalty coming. Schatz was on his way to the bench, but Devils Lake able to get the stoppage of play, and now it's Weston Strummy going in to the box, so it's going to be a 52-second 2-man advantage for Grafton-Park River. It's a 5-on-3 opportunity, already up by a goal. And good play. Coming out to play this one was Braxton Bowling in shorthanded, really shorthanded at 3-on-5. He's doing a nice job just killing time off. Volk able to kill some more time. Not a lot of urgency, it seems, from the spoilers. Could be a tired unit out there. Droftgruben to the middle of the ice, firing high that time. It caroms back out to Droftgruben. 18 seconds left on the too many men on the ice minor. Five seconds left on the 2-man advantage, and it's poked out of play. In shorthanded now again coming Devils Lake. Hogness was the first to that puck. Still a 5-on-4 for another 40 seconds. Skipped across Droftgruben. Waltz is in his shot. Hit a man out front. Olsen leaves it back for Jelnik. Tired group on the ice for both teams. Moe for Droftgruben. Looking for the centering pass. It goes high and out of play. 16 seconds left. This would be a massive win for Devils Lake if they were able to withstand this many penalties in this second period and not give up one. Down 2 men at one point for about a minute. Off the draw, Beneda's shot was wide right. This will kill off the remainder of the power play. Devils Lake back at full strength and do not give up anything with the 2-man advantage or the remaining minute of the power play. Suda racing in, makes a nice move to get past one defender. Circles the net as he tried to get it to Anderson, but he just couldn't get a handle on it. But a nice play by Drew Suda. This one deflected out of the zone by Thomas Connor. To the middle of the ice and taken away. Austin, a nice play there defensively. 5.5 minutes left to play in the second period. Droftgruben finds himself with the puck in the slot, and he's going to move back for reinforcements. Miller back to Troftgruben. Good offensive zone time. Fires just high. Moe back behind the net. Gets it back. Oh, a centering pass for Troftgruben. And it's off of a stick. Traffic out in front. Miller trying to get back on it, but Weston Strummie is first to it. Will get this puck out of the zone, but he throws it the length of the ice. Change coming now for both teams. Shots on goal evening up in the second period. But Devils Lake still does have the shots on goal advantage 15-14, despite being down a couple of men at one time, and 3 penalties in total in this second period, which we mentioned hasn't been kind to either team this year. Devils Lake getting outscored 32-17 in the second period. Grafton-Park River getting outscored 37-13 in the second period throughout the entirety of the season. Schatz has done a nice job in net tonight, and he was able to see that one through the traffic. Swan played back for Austin, rotates it around to Carson Thomas. Troftgruben tried to deliver a hit, but it was withstood by Nash Riggin. Walking in, good stick from Thomas to defend the Braxton Boline shot. This one trickles back towards Schatz, and he's able to cover it up with the glove. 4:03 remaining in the second period. When we get to our intermission, we'll chat about the out-of-town scores, how that's trending for both of these teams, and standings talk. So right now, the Spoilers controlling their own destiny of can they get to the play-in and host that round. A win tonight is all they need to get to that hosting play-in round. This one fired high over the net. Schatz sees this one as well, blockers it away, centering pass, but it was all Spoilers jerseys in the area. This one through the crease and covered by Schatz. He is all over the net, making plays. Wholesale changes coming with 3:05 remaining in the second. This is a centering pass through the crease, and that was a well-placed puck, but paying the price for it was Thomas Connor as he hobbles over to the Devils Lake bench. Spinning, firing wide was Braxton Devier. Blockered away again by Schatz. The last 4 shots on net coming on this stint, all by Devils Lake. Anderson gets it out, gets it across and into the zone. Jelnick, pinned to the wall, is able to get it away, but Boline with the shot. He's been one of the most active Firebirds out there tonight. Chipped ahead. And there's Boleen again. Centering pass, Soren Olsen did a nice job getting back as Hogness was looking to rotate that to the middle. This one, the Firebirds are in offsides. This one springing in, Strummy reaching around, but he couldn't get it. Shot stayed patient. Strummy's shot blocked. What a play by Ben Schott, making his biggest save of the night. A minute left in the second period. That is a game-changing type of play there in net. It was Strummy in all alone, and Schott's the one-on-none, able to save it. Strummy in again. This one hit over the net, into the slot. Traffic out in front will prevent this one from going in. It wasn't handled cleanly the first time. Good stick from Ryland Swenson. This is going to send the man in with a good look, but cutting it off is Thomas Osund. Players just kind of sitting on this puck for Grafton-Park River, content to let the time run out, and it does. But through 2 periods, Grafton-Park River holds the 1-goal lead. 4 goals scored in the first period and 1 in the second. Noah Troftgruben with the go-ahead goal. As we will take a break, intermission coming up. We'll have the out-of-town scores and more, the keys to closing this one out for both teams. We'll be right back.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, I'm Rosa and I work in production at Marvin. I've been with Marvin 24 years and I started here not knowing anything. At first I was really scared, but I have a supervisor that supports me and my lead, and I became a senior department now. My favorite part coming to work is working with the people. I get along with all my coworkers. When I have questions and I might not know, they can help me out. Come join me at Marvin.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Hi, I'm Carson. I'm an engineer with Marvin in Grafton. I think my favorite part about living in this area of North Dakota is the small communities, and there's never really a huge line anywhere. There's Frostfire, a ski resort nearby. There's a dog park for those who want to get out with their furry pals. There's bike trails, there's nature trails, there's the golf course, there's darts. There's just tons of things to do around here. If you like small towns, this is definitely the place to be. Come join me at Marvin in Grafton.
Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton for all your spray foam insulation needs. Spray foam insulation expands to fill cracks and corners of attics, roofs, and walls, which seals conditioned air in and keeps unconditioned air out. Did you know that spray foam also lowers your energy bills, increases structural strength, and adds sound abatement? Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton at 701-352-3233. It's the Insulation Place in Grafton, your home for all your spray foam and roofing needs.
Let's talk about price. Yeah, we've heard it. Why would I pay more for Polar when Big Wireless is cheaper? Let's break it down. With us, you're not on hold with someone who's 3 states away. Your call goes to Kimberly, or Ashley, or Tamra, someone who lives right here. When your internet's down, we're not mailing you out a box. We're sending a real person, someone that knows your name and probably your dog's name too. So yeah, we're not the cheapest. We're the best experience. Polar Communications.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller. And I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
It is intermission for the second time tonight here in Grafton, and the period that has plagued them the most this year, being outscored 37-13 coming into tonight, was the best period for them so far, both here and out of town. They get the Noah Troftgruben steal in the offensive zone, and he puts that one past Matthew Grau in short order. It was a great move from Troftgruben to work his way past the goalie. And that is the difference in this one, just the 1 goal scored despite 3 penalties all coming against Devils Lake. And I don't think any of those came on the power play. That Troftgruben goal, I don't think it came on the power play. So they do a nice job killing them off, the Thunderbirds do. But the out-of-town scoreboard was quite active in the Fargo-Shanley versus West Fargo game. It was 2-0 Packers, and a must-win game for them. They were trying to pull off the upset against the Deacons. Had a good start, 2-0 after 1, but the Deacons in the second period coming back with some vengeance. 4 straight unanswered goals for Fargo-Shanley. Thomas Frosley, Jack Rasmussen, John Eaton, and Ryan Olsenowski with second period goals, all within 6 minutes of each other, is how fast a game can change. And just like that, West Fargo finds themselves trailing. So either a West Fargo loss or a Grafton-Park River win would be good enough for Grafton-Park River to be hosting West Fargo in that play-in round. So things looking up for the Spoilers during this intermission. Devils Lake trying to regroup here as they actually opened up a larger lead on the shots on net category. At one point it was 15-14 after that third goal from Troftgruben. But the last 7 shots have all gone the way of the Firebirds. Just none of them have been able to get past Ben's shots. I mean, 2 of the first 5 shots on net went past shots, and the first one really wasn't much that shots could do. Is a weird hop, and it gets by him. And the second goal had an advantage for Devils Lake, but that's how they got that second goal in from Carson Hogness. So Regan and Hogness did a nice job getting the Firebirds off to a good start, but since then it's got to be at least 17 straight stopped by shots, who is filling in for Kason Twomley tonight after he withstood that entire game on Tuesday, which didn't go a great way for Grafton-Park River. So they give Twomley the night off. Shots coming back off of that game, and now has the Spoilers in the lead heading to the third period. We'll break again here during intermission. The Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard reads 3-2, Spoilers on top.
Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton for all your spray foam installation needs. Spray foam insulation expands to fill cracks and corners of attics, roofs, and walls, which seals conditioned air in and keeps unconditioned air out. Did you know that spray foam also lowers your energy bills, increases structural strength, and adds sound abatement? Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton at 701-352-3233. It's the Insulation Place in Grafton, your home for all your spray foam and roofing needs.
Common doesn't do the extra reps. Common doesn't push the limits. And Common doesn't do all of that before the sun is up. We work harder than anyone else when no one is watching, so that when everyone is watching, we're ready to answer the call. Discover your uncommon side with the North Dakota Army National Guard.
Hi, I'm Rosa and I work in production at Marvin. I've been with Marvin 24 years and I started here not knowing anything. At first I was really scared, but I have a supervisor that supports me in my lead and I became a senior department now. My favorite part coming to work is working with the people. I get along with all my coworkers. When I have questions and I might not know, they can help me out. Come join me at Marvin.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Hi, I'm Carson. I'm an engineer with Marvin in Grafton. I think my favorite part about living in this area of North Dakota is the small communities, and there's never really a huge line anywhere. There's Frostfire, a ski resort nearby. There's a dog park for those who want to get out with their furry pals. There's bike trails, there's nature trails, there's the golf course, there's darts. There's just tons of things to do around here. If you like small towns, this is definitely the place to be. Come join me at Marvin in Grafton.
Welcome back as we are in second intermission here, just under 5 minutes until we'll get the players back out on the ice for the third period tonight. We've seen a game with some turns in it, some unexpected turns at that. I mean, you get out to the 2-0 start for Devils Lake and then Grafton-Park River. Bang, bang. 2 goals within a minute of each other after they don't score on the power play. And then the second period, they got 3 power plays, but weren't able to really capitalize except on that Troftgruben steal. So you've seen some back and forth opportunities here tonight, but the biggest story so far probably is Ben Schatz in the net. Has been pretty darn sharp and on his game tonight for the Spoilers. After allowing those first couple of goals, he has been absolute nails in the net. Hogness and Riggin scoring for Devils Lake, but after that, just haven't been able to sneak anything past them. They've had some chances, some good whacks at it, just could not get it by. Weston Strummy started to come alive at the end of that second period. We saw on the shorthanded opportunities and part of those 7 consecutive shots on goal that Devils Lake got to end the second period that Strummy started to come alive. But they have, the Spoilers have done a nice job holding him in check to this point. And he is that leading goal scorer by leading point scorer by a wide margin for this Firebirds team. Just taking a look at their stats. Strummy's got 36 points on the year. Braxton Bowling with 19. Riggin 18. Levers 17. And Hayden Volk with 14. Jackson Schumacher with 17 as well. So you got some guys that have balanced it out well, but Strummy has been far and away the leader in the camp of points. Then for Grafton-Park River, only got 2 double-digit goal scorers on the season. Noah Troftgruben buries his 16th of the year, and Augie Miller with his 5th. We'll take one more break here and come back with the third period, and Grafton-Park River trying to hang on for 17 more minutes and secure their spot in the standings.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility wants you to enjoy the events in the communities of our area. Here's to living the sweet life. American Crystal Sugar, Drayton.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Alrighty, players back out on the ice. Josh Boyka with you here in the third period as we get that rolling. Once this game wraps up, we'll hand out our Enbridge Energy Player of the Contest and our Agassiz Precision Ag Play of the Game. So make sure to stay tuned in postgame for our interviews and then also our postgame awards. You can also see the players of the game from around the area for basketball and beyond on your live events Facebook page. It's where those Enbridge Player of the Games get posted to as well. 17 minutes on the clock. Crowd getting into it here at the beginning of the third. Off we go. Beneda gets a stick on it. Troftgruben will sweep it in, but it's handled by Bolin trying to get some offense going. Spoilers doing a nice job getting back, not allowing an odd man rush there. They tie up the Firebird sticks. Jelnik, a timely step in, defends that pass and will race around. Beneda absorbs some contact. Off the wall as it missed Olsen, went back towards Miller, now Jelnik. Down goes C.T. Lee in the corner. Thomas tried to fire as he was leaning in, but he got tied up. Suda working hard. Anderson comes over to try and slam Nash Riggin. And the pressure relieved momentarily, but this one's going to be called icing against Devils Lake. This one flung out and all the way down again. Foot race to the puck, but no one gets there in time to wave it off. Hogness was closest for Devil's Lake. They'll skate the length of the floor again for the face-off. Bouncing puck that rolled just wide. Preston got held up there, turning the corner and passing ahead. Cole Thompson trying to connect with Jackson Schumacher. This one gets loose in the middle. The extra pass, but Schumacher had it bounce off of his stick. It was a great opportunity that will go by the wayside. Carson Thomas flings one straight at Hayden Volk and deflects off of him. He seems to be all right. Good pass. Frees up the middle of the ice momentarily for Jamison Hansen, getting some of his first minutes. And this shot, softly thrown on net, easy save for Ben Schatz, as that was Thomas Connor putting it on net. Troftgruben working hard, is able to earn that puck battle versus Thomas Levers. Olsen trying to throw this one down. And got a whistle of play, stopping play here. He's trying to connect with Troftgruben. This will give the offensive zone draw to Grafton-Park Rivers. That one was batted down with the hand. Troftgruben, that one was behind him a little bit in his skates. Spoilers trying to hustle back into defensive position. Centering pass from Strummy. Didn't connect with anyone. And a whistle is given, a penalty coming. And David Jelnick will be going off to the penalty box now. Biggest 2 minutes of the game coming, and a test for shots in net with his defensive captain in the penalty box. So the slashing penalty takes effect now. Mo is out there trying to play at the top. Strummy absorbs some contact, works his way in. But he didn't really have much of a shooting lane. Schumacher had a chance for cleanup, but was unable to do so. Thomas trying to deliver a hit. A scramble for it, and Schatz is able to sit on it. Did a nice job cutting off that right half of the net. Just Playing the angle, playing smart. 45 seconds gone on the power play opportunity for Devils Lake. Swept out in front, and the centering pass knocked back to the corner. Traffic in front as Olsen threw down Thomas Connor in a physical play. 45 seconds remaining on the man advantage, and Mo is able to poke it. He's got it. He's going in short-handed, but he's turned away. Anderson now applying some pressure. He'll go behind the net with 30 seconds left in the power play. Olsen fires to the middle. It's into the skates of Braxton Devier. Seconds dwindling on this power play. Thomas pokes it back. Mo extending again, trying to kill off some more time. This one will float down behind the net. 5 seconds left. Jelnick leaning on the glass, waiting to get back in, but he'll head to the bench. It's Strofgruben back on the ice. So the kill does an excellent job. And now here comes Strofgruben, but they're going to change behind him. He's going to work all the way towards the net, but it is saved away. This one just out of the reach of Beneda. But Miller is there. He puts one on net. It's flared wide. Beneda stick tied up. A jostle for it. Shots on goal. 24-14 in favor of Devils Lake. Is a big collision out near the middle of the ice. But a lot of pressure being applied by Grafton-Park River. Down goes Miller on a big hit on the Spoilers logo, but he gets up and he's playing physical with Ryland Swenson. This one fired off the glass behind the net by Miller as the Spoilers get a change off. Suda holds the line, fires, blocked, centering pass blocked away. Great play by Braxton Moline. Back racing the other way now as the pace of this game and the intensity starting to increase. 9.5 minutes left. Here comes a poke away. CT Lee trying to race in. Doesn't have anything, so he's just going to flick a backhander on net, which is easily held by Matthew Grau. But some positive shifts by the Spoilers. Not really getting high volume shot on net, but it has been some high intensity minutes that Devils Lake has had to withstand even when they had a power play advantage. Here comes Noah Suda to the back boards. Presting shoved to the ground. 4-on-4 opportunity back the other way. A couple players now just getting back into there. Here's Connor. Stapled to the boards by Mo. And this one hops off the stick of Hayden Volk. Chased back out to neutral ice. They'll have to tag up. A bouncing puck saved by Shots. This one missed the stick of Presting, and it'll be icing. No goals yet. Halfway gone in this third period. One penalty survived by the Spoilers. This puck slowed down as it was getting to the net. Ossend fires, and it deflects off the stick of Miller. That shot on net, blockered away on the shot from Bolin. Another shot, saved shots. This one back behind the net now, so the offensive zone shift good from the Firebirds. Spoilers unable to track this puck down. Great zone time. Swung at Bolin, shot wide. And this one held by McCarthy. Great play. This one gets out, but it's intercepted by Bolin as Troftgruben is trying to spring loose. Trying to catch him in the middle of a change. He fires in. Glove save, nicely done by Grau. It's just the second shot on net for Grafton-Park River in a long while. At one point, it was 14 to 15 shots on net in favor of the Firebirds. They ended up getting 13 of the next 14 shots on net. Suda from behind puts levers on the deck. Anderson steals this puck, but it's given away again. One-time opportunity from Volk, and that one springs high. Lee is able to clear. And do it without icing it, too, as we play on. Change on the line for Grafton-Park River. Whistle coming, and that one was being played right on the line. Neutral ice face-off coming. Austin will swing it to Jelnick. Fires from a distance and easily saved by Grau. 5:23 left to go. Grafton-Park River hanging on to a 3-2 lead. Take a look at that score for Shanley and West Fargo as the lead is ballooned to 6-2 for the Deacons. Spoilers fans feeling pretty good about the out-of-town scoreboard and the one that we're tracking right now, the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard here at Centennial. Five minutes left. With some speed through neutral ice, here comes Bolin. He's been the most active Firebird tonight. He probes, walks the line, and it stays in, shot high. And penalty coming now as they're going to get Jelnick again. That'll be his second penalty tonight as he sweeps Carson Hogness off of his feet. So a power play opportunity coming for the Firebirds. Couldn't connect on their last one. Really didn't get any shots going. Now timeout is called. The Firebirds going to draw something up for the faceoff. We'll break 30 seconds here from Grafton.
Contact the insulation place in Grafton for all your spray foam installation needs. Spray foam insulation expands to fill cracks and corners of attics, roofs, and walls, which seals conditioned air in and keeps unconditioned air out. Did you know that spray foam also lowers your energy bills, increases structural strength, and adds sound abatement? Contact the insulation place in Grafton at 701-352-3233. It's the insulation place in Grafton, your home for all your spray foam and roofing needs.
What do the Firebirds have left in the tank and drawn up for this upcoming power play? They'll have the face-off opportunity, and then 2 minutes to follow. They already lead the shots on goal 28-18, but they have not put anything in the back of the net since early in the first period. And off the draw, this one pinned to the boards. A good place for Grafton-Park River, and it's sent the length of the ice. Troftgruben able to alleviate some pressure. Whistle coming, I believe. The Firebirds were in offsides at one point, perhaps. Weston Strummy takes a hit from Soren Olsen. Moves it behind the net for Jackson Schumacher. This shot held onto by Ben Schatz. 40 seconds gone, the power play, 1:20 remaining. Mo couldn't get it out. This time he will. Couple of good defensive plays by Marcus Mo. Grau comes out to play this one, pushes it ahead into the offensive zone, but Preston has got it, and he will fling it once again the length of the ice. Power play at 53 seconds and counting left for Devils Lake. And again, turned back the other way. Volk was trying to go through neutral ice with speed to get in the zone, but he could not. There is a clean zone entry. Bolin gets it done. He probes, he walks behind the net, centering pass, not that time. Good stick, Troftgruben, but he fanned on it, couldn't get it out. This time it will get through though, and it's even on net. Nicely done on the clearing attempt. 10 seconds left. Here comes the change for both teams. Good defensive play by Mo. He was in the right spot defensively. And that puck goes the length of the ice. The power play is finished. Back to even strength, and now with 2:30 left, Landon Swenson is thinking about, when do I pull my goaltender, Matthew Grau? 2:26 remaining. Big face-off coming here. Devier and Troftgruben. It's won by Troftgruben. He's got good length. Swept to the side. Beneda is on it. Beneda back to Olsen. Walks in. Deflected. Beneda fires just high. This offensive zone pressure from Grafton-Park River not allowing Grau to get to the bench. And here it comes. Goalie is off the ice. And big time collision and a whistle. Did they just call too many men? Now there was something that is slowed the change down. The officials, it's not a penalty. But Devils Lake not too happy about the stoppage of play there. It'll be neutral ice. And here comes the extra attacker. Goalie again, waved to the bench. Shots with a big-time save. His vision has been great tonight. He has seen pucks well and kept them out. 1:35 left. 6 on 5. Loose puck out in front, through the crease, but it stays out. Fired, deflected, and shots got a blocker on it. Thrown on net again. That one is wide. Again, a chance. Bolin, it hops off his stick. It's cleared away. Troftgruben pressing, but it was deflected. Oh, what a play. Cole Thompson got a stick on the puck on the play that was going to be an open net goal. So they are still alive with 50 seconds left. Down goes Jelinek. He is jarred by that hit. 40 seconds, tied up along the wall. Troftgruben keeping it there. It's jarred loose. Presting fires the length of the ice, but it is going to be icing. Jelinek talking to the official about that last hit that he just took. Again, got to highlight that effort from Cole Thompson that prevented the empty net goal. He hit it out of midair to keep this play alive. This one fired from short range by Strummy. It was saved. Blocked. Kicked out of the zone. Tagging up, one final push. Strummy knocked to the ice. Beneda in all alone. He scores! Torin Beneda puts it away for Grafton-Park River. And this, the loudest it's been in here for quite some time. What a moment for the Spoilers. They ice it away, and it was Ben Schatz. Save after save after save. Standing on his head in the net tonight. The Spoilers earning a gritty win here at home in a physical battle. They score the last 4 goals of the game. It is over. And Grafton-Park River wins on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard by the score of 4-2. What a game here on our hands tonight. It was a pleasure to take it in with you. Don't go anywhere because we will have our post-game interviews coming up. Our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game and Agassiz Precision Ag Play of the Game. Our post-game yet to come, but the Spoilers do their job on home ice. They get the 4-2 win over Devils Lake and solidify their spot in the standings.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, I'm Rosa, and I work in production at Marvin. I've been with Marvin 24 years, and I started here not knowing anything. At first, I was really scared, but I have a supervisor that supports me and my lead, and I became a senior department now. My favorite part coming to work is working with the people. I get along with all my coworkers. When I have questions and I might not know, they can help me out. Come join me at Marvin.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Hi, I'm Carson. I'm an engineer with Marvin in Grafton. I think my favorite part about living in this area of North Dakota is the small communities, and there's never really a huge line anywhere. There's Frostfire, a ski resort nearby. There's a dog park for those who want to get out with their furry pals. There's bike trails, there's nature trails, there's the golf course, there's darts. There's just tons of things to do around here. If you like small towns, this is definitely the place to be. Come join me at Marvin in Grafton.
Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton for all your spray foam insulation needs. Spray foam insulation expands to fill cracks and corners of attics, roofs, and walls, which seals conditioned air in and keeps unconditioned air out. Did you know that spray foam also lowers your energy bills, increases structural strength, and adds sound abatement? Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton at 701-352-3233. It's the Insulation Place in Grafton, your home for all your spray foam and roofing needs.
Alrighty, let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard and our finals from around the region. Fargo-Shanley, after falling behind 2-0 in the first period, strikes back for 9 of the next 10 goals scored. They end up winning 9-3. They ended up scoring 7 of those unanswered, got it to 7-3, and then tacked on a couple of more. So the Deacons able to come back and defeat West Fargo. Then Grand Forks Central versus West Fargo Cheyenne. That one is final at 7-0. The Mustangs only muster 8 shots total against the Knights. 17-1, 33-2, 12-5. The shots on goal battle dominated by Grand Forks Central as they improve their record another time yet this season. And then Grand Forks Red River versus Fargo North. That was a close game. Probably one of the best ones of the night along with this one. The Rough Riders fall behind 1-0 in the first period. Peyton Rorick was able to get the early goal in the first period. Just a few seconds in fact, 32 seconds in. Rorick scores, the leading scorer for Fargo North. But then in the second period, you have Caden Ulmer of Grand Forks Red River and Mason Breno back-to-back. They give a 2-1 lead to Grand Forks Red River, but then Fargo North's Andrew Schiltz scores at even strength. All 5 of the goals in that period, even strength. Leighton Olson and Skylar Burkhart, the helpers, on the Andrew Schiltz goal, as they tie it back up at 2, but then Kale Gruenberg, assisted by Blaze Newbert, on the Grand Forks Red River side, they go up and get the 3-2 lead at the end of the second. A scoreless third gives the Rough Riders the win. But doing their job here tonight was Grafton-Park River. They do their thing and secure their spot in the standings and hosting a play-in game against West Fargo coming up in just over a week here. We'll take another break, and when we come back, hopefully we'll have some post-game interviews for you at that point.
Let's talk about price. Yeah, we've heard it. Why would I pay more for Polar when Big Wireless is cheaper? Let's break it down. With us, you're not on hold with someone who's 3 states away. Your call goes to Kimberly, or Ashley, or Tamra, someone who lives right here. When your internet's down, we're not mailing you out a box. We're sending a real person, someone that knows your name and probably your dog's name too. So yeah, we're not the cheapest. We're the best experience. Polar Communications.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton for all your spray foam insulation needs. Spray foam insulation expands to fill cracks and corners of attics, roofs, and walls, which seals conditioned air in and keeps unconditioned air out. Did you know that spray foam also lowers your energy bills, increases structural strength, and adds sound abatement? Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton at 701-352-3233. It's the Insulation Place in Grafton, your home for all your spray foam and roofing needs.
Common doesn't do the extra reps. Common doesn't push the limits. And Common doesn't do all of that before the sun is up. We work harder than anyone else when no one is watching, so that when everyone is watching, we're ready to answer the call. Discover your uncommon side with the North Dakota Army National Guard.
It's time for Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game tonight. Agassiz Precision Ag in Hillsboro is your local precision planting dealer. And with precision tonight, the play of the game was the Noah Troftgruben go-ahead goal at 3-2 in the second period. He swipes a pass, forcing a turnover in the defensive zone for Devil's Lake, and he is able to bury that one in the back of the net in short order, giving the 3-2 lead, which ends up being the game winner. The go-ahead and the game winner all in one for Troftgruben. That is the Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game. We'll take the quick break here, come back with the interviews after this.
Hi, I'm Rosa, and I work in production at Marvin. I've been with Marvin 24 years, and I started here not knowing anything. At first, I was really scared, but I have a supervisor that supports me and my lead, and I became a senior department now. My favorite part coming to work is working with the people. I get along with all my coworkers. When I have questions and I might not know, they can help me out. Come join me at Marvin.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Joined by Joey Demers here on our postgame show after the 4-2 victory for Grafton-Park River tonight, and unanswered goals coming in your favor here, 4-0 in that factor after giving up the early couple. What was the key to bouncing back and sparking some positivity in this place?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't start out very good, giving up 2 early in the first, and we were just running around. We weren't, playing our style of hockey. We just had to find a way to settle down a little bit, and Augie getting that first one on the board for us just seemed to kind of calm us, and we started kind of getting back to our game. So, just the start of that, how the game went, it was a little not ideal as a coach, obviously, getting down 2 there, but proud of the guys for not giving up another the rest of the game, kind of bearing down and playing better defensively, and the offense finally came through for us.
And that coming off the back of what happened on Tuesday, and now you get down 2-0. How do you wipe that slate and mindset clean? And, it was done right there, and you come back with 4 straight.
It's not easy. I mean, you're on the bench. You're trying to settle the guys down. Just, play your game, make plays with the puck. Don't be panicking. And just kind of took some time, but I felt like it got better as the game went. Third period, thought we were kind of getting a little antsy and anxious. Not managing the puck very well, but ultimately the guys, bared down. They found a way to win it, and proud of the guys for getting the win. I mean, it's been a struggle the last few games for us, so thought the guys, they worked hard tonight, and senior night, so send the seniors off with a win. So overall, just happy with the result.
Yeah, by any means possible. And how about the guy in net for you? Not starting the majority of the games this year, but Ben Schott's doing a nice job, kept 30 pucks out of the net tonight.
Yeah, I felt like first period he was just a little maybe nervous, and then once he settled in, he was solid, rock solid for us. Made some huge saves in the third period to keep us in it, and I'm just very proud of Ben. He kind of coming back from injury a little bit, so kind of his first full game back from that, and I thought he looked really good. So I know our guys are confident with him in the net as well, so nice to have 2 solid goalies that you can run out there any given night.
And you end up kind of securing your spot in the standings now. What did it mean to lock that up, get this win?
Yeah, it's huge for our guys to have another home game, be able to host a playing game. So we've played well at home. The guys get up for it. We get a good turnout with the crowd, so it's huge. You always want to play at home as much as you can, so we're looking forward to it.
Congrats on the victory, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
That's Joey Demers joining us here on Your Live Event postgame show.
Hi, I'm Carson. I'm an engineer with Marvin in Grafton. I think my favorite part about living in this area of North Dakota is the small communities, and there's never really a huge line anywhere. There's Frostfire, a ski resort nearby. There's a dog park for those who want to get out with their furry pals. There's bike trails, there's nature trails, there's the golf course, there's darts. There's just tons of things to do around here. If you like small towns, this is definitely the place to be. Come join me at Marvin in Grafton.
I'm here with our Enbridge Energy player of the game tonight, Ben Schatz, keeping 30 of 32 pucks out of the net. And take me through just the ups and downs of this game. The first couple of pucks get past you, but after that, rock solid.
Well, I mean, just starting off, I was just a little nervous, just first league home game on ice, so of course you're gonna be a little nervous. And after those first 2, I just told myself to calm down. We figured it out, and we were rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
How confident were you that your guys were going to come through on the offensive side and get you back in the game?
Oh, very confident. I mean, we've showed tremendous amounts of scoring ability this year. Just having players be able to score all the time is fantastic. And we have those, and really helped us out.
There were some high-quality saves made in this third period that you kept out of the net and kept this game at a one-score game until you were able to ice it away. How nerve-wracking was it? You got the extra attacker on, just trying to keep those last couple minutes out.
I wouldn't really say it was nerve-wracking. I trust my guys. They can move everybody away so I can have a clear sight. And don't get me wrong, with the extra attacker, it's always a little bit extra pressure, but we always figure out in the end.
Yeah, certainly did. How good does it feel to bounce back from games past here and just lock in at home and get this victory?
Oh, it just feels absolutely fantastic. Last time we played here, we didn't have the greatest game, but that was always going to happen. And last time I played Devil's Lake wasn't that great. So just to bounce back and just give it to them here is fantastic.
You earn yourself a home play-in game now with this win. What does it mean to be able to now get one more in front of the home crowd?
Oh, it means everything. I mean, all these people are just our biggest supporters, and we really appreciate all of them. And just to give them that last little extra game is something special.
Absolutely. Congrats on the victory. Thank you very much.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility wants you to enjoy the events in the communities of our area. Here's to living the sweet life. American Crystal Sugar, Drayton.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton for all your spray foam insulation needs. Spray foam insulation expands to fill cracks and corners of attics, roofs, and walls, which seals conditioned air in and keeps unconditioned air out. Did you know that spray foam also lowers your energy bills, increases structural strength, and adds sound abatement? Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton at 701-352-3233. It's the Insulation Place in Grafton, your home for all your spray foam and roofing needs.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Wrapping things up here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 4-2, your final. Grafton-Park River gets the win, secures the home play-in date versus West Fargo, doing their job here with the standings implications. And just heard from our Enbridge Energy Player of the Night. That is none other than Ben Schatz filling in net. He comes through in the clutch with the waning seconds, stands the test a number of times, keeping that puck away. He saved 30 of 32 pucks after the first couple got by him. Rock solid after that. Ben Schatz is your Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Life takes energy. Enbridge Energy for Life is Enbridge.com for career opportunities. That'll do it here from Grafton as the Spoilers get themselves a nice home victory to rebound off of the Tuesday loss. Congrats to the Spoilers on that victory, and for Devils Lake, they will end up falling in this one, dropping to 8-12 on the year. And taking a look at the standings, Fargo Shanley able to pull away a little bit from Devils Lake because they get the 2-point win. And so Shanley will be up at 20 points. Fargo North ends up losing to Grand Forks Red River. So we'll see some movement in the standings, as that one was a very close battle between Red River and North. 3-2, Red River gets it done. So Shanley will leapfrog them for 5th in the East Region standings. Thanks for joining us here on your live event tonight. We appreciate you, the viewer, helping us get over 22,500 subscribers on YouTube. And we appreciate your viewership each and every time. We appreciate our sponsors as well. Thanks to them for partnering with us and helping us provide free-to-watch sports coverage night in and night out. If you enjoyed this coverage of your favorite sports teams, give it a like on YouTube and smash the subscribe button as well, so you don't miss any more of your favorite teams playing free to watch high school sports. Sign off from Grafton, Josh Boyko. Grafton wins 4-2 at home.